Hey guys, it's Jennifer from Breakthrough Maths and welcome to this video on how to fill in a tree diagram. So here we are told that Ger flips a coin 3 times. Each time he can get heads, H, or tails, T. The diagram in the table below shows how he can get each of the 8 different outcomes. So we have to complete the table by doing each of the following. So we have to write in the missing letters H or T in the diagram. So this is here, that's part 1. Then part 2 is write in the 5 missing outcomes. So this is here. And then part 3 is write in the number of heads in each of the outcomes. This is part 3 then. So we'll start off with part 1, writing in the missing letters heads or tails. So we can see there's 2 options in each. There's heads or tails when you flip a coin. So heads or tails. So the next one will be heads or tails. The next one we have heads or tails. And finally we'll have heads or tails. We can see that there's a missing letter here too as well. So it can be heads or tails. So that's that all filled out. Next to the outcomes, we look along and we see what everything is. So for the first one, it was heads to heads and then heads, so 3 heads. Then here we're going to have heads, heads and down to tails. So heads, heads and tails. Next we'll have heads, tails, heads, which is already filled in. And then heads, tails, tails. So heads, tails, tails. So we follow it along. Then we have tails, heads, heads. Then we'll have tails, heads, tails. So tails, heads, tails. And then we have tails, tails, heads. So tails, tails, heads. And then the final one is tails, tails, tails. So we fill that in. So we're on to part 3 now, where we have to write in the number of heads in each of the outcomes. So here there was 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we'll have 2. The next one's filled out. Here we have 1. Here we have 2. Here we have 1. Here we have 1. And here we have 0.